Hey there. Good to have you back. Just got done watching season 5 of The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. And if you have not availed yourself of that show, there are a few funnier things available on Amazon. So give it a shot. Ran through it. I think this is my third time. I'm in love with that dialogue. It's just crisp and clean, no caffeine all the way through. So give it a shot. Back with Don't Die Dave. It's been like 6 days since the last time I got to record. Sometimes life gets in the way and you just need to keep on going. So that's what we're doing. We're just going to keep on going. If you are pursuing your own creative endeavor, please keep on going because it doesn't happen quickly ever. So just keep on going piece by piece. You'll get it all there. Isn't that right, Pepper? Yeah, it is. Artsy fartsy vocal warm up. Boy, that's some hot tea. See if we can get the steam going for you there. What to do to die today at a minute or two to two. A thing distinctly hard to say, but harder still to do. And the dragon will come when he hears the drum, a rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat at a minute or two to two today at a minute or two to two. Chip, chip, chip. Sounds about right. Let's check Audacity real quick. Test, test, test. 1, 2, 1, 2. Audacity is ready to roll. If you've got any questions or comments, please feel free to throw them up there and I will get there during the break. We are going to go into Don't Die Dave, chapter 22. Here we go. Chapter 22. Thar She Blows. You gotta be kidding me. A giant sperm whale the size of an ocean liner. A giant sperm whale the size of an ocean liner hangs in midair as beams of sunlight and the swirling maelstrom of the rift storms. As beams of sunlight and the swirling maelstrom of the rift storm fill the world behind it. A perfect home screen for any phone in the world. Moby hangs in the air longer than he has any right to. A giant pale dong in the sky. A giant pale dong in the sky. Camera drones swarm it, buzzing and circling, fighting for the best angle. Moby Dick. Sponsored by the Chubb Group. Level 101 Leviathan. Hold on to your panties, boys and girls. Armed with enough firepower to take out the Spanish Armada, Moby Dick is guaranteed to drag you down to Davy Jones' locker. Don't try to fight it. Moby likes making holes. Music rattles the sky as if every storm cloud holds a concert stadium speaker. Soundtrack. Head like a hole. 9-inch nails. 1989. I see 1,000 harpoons sticking from Moby's sides as he hangs in midair like a rocket that forgot to launch. Sudden death match! Battle Royale! Battle Royale! Active players 172,550. Aye, aye, Queequeg. There she blows. Face Moby Dick head to head until only the last man, woman, or team is standing, or until there's nothing left of you but a floating slick of chum, or until there's nothing left of you but a floating slick of chum. I'd wish you good luck, but let's face it, you're screwed. You're screwed. You're screwed, Ahab. This is the EI programming they've been promoting since the game began. Millions of dollars in government grants, all to pretend they're teaching Herman Melville. I read the book when I was in school. It represents man's failed hunt for meaning. It's weirdly appropriate because I can't imagine this whole spectacle being more meaningless. It's weirdly appropriate because I can't imagine this whole spectacle. It's weirdly appropriate because I can't imagine this whole spectacle being more meaningless. Time starts again, and the whale plummets for the surface. Moby's big load. Look out! Look out! You're about to discover what happens when the big boy comes in head first. Act of God or act of dick? You be the judge. Make that nice and tight, no gaps. You have to hand it to Riftborn. They know their audience. 14-year-old boys and dick jokes go together like peanut butter and jelly. Probably not Melville's original intent. The whale hits the sea like a bomb. Tsunamis radiate out from the impact zone in walls of water the size of skyscrapers. I watched 20 boats in front of us get engulfed by the splash zone. Ships don't sink, they come apart. Wood, metal, bodies all torn loose and scattered like confetti. The Kraken is swept up into the wave and thrown a quarter mile. When the water finally settles, the ocean is empty where the fleet used to be. Active players, 4,850. Holy crap! Nearly everyone is dead. The Armada is nothing but toothpicks. Whee! Pepper giggles as we ride the wave. It's a water park. It's a water park. It's a water park. The entire fleet just stares at the carnage. Charge! Charge! You must attack Moby Dick. Put the white whale down. Put the white whale down, or you will be destroyed. Rift Elite boats surge forward. Terrified, I jam forward the throttle of the Kraken and head right for the damn whale. If it jumps again, we're all dead. Moby turns toward us and lowers his head as if to charge. Suddenly, the thing's blowhole erupts in a white geyser. Blowhole backfire! You're not the only one with a weapon itching to go off. You're not the only one with a weapon itching to go off. Moby's blowhole is filled with pent-up acidic aggression. Sorry about that thing that used to be your skin. I grab Pepper and throw myself behind a crate as white foam blows across the deck like a typhoon of soap bubbles filled with hydrochloric acid. One of the trolls gets caught out in the open, and I watch him dissolve to meat flurry. What's left of him hits the smoking deck in a wet wad the size of a dish rag. Oh no! Oh no! Pepper screams. Chad melted. Chad melted. I check over my I check over my shoulder to see the rest of the pirate armada in tatters and slag. Some of the Rift Elite ships, like the Quacken, were strong enough to resist the spray, but every non-elite is gone. Riftborn isn't going to let this win go to a team that isn't paying for the privilege. All the Davids have fallen to Goliath. The rift storm swirls around us, sucking the ocean into the sky. Text ignites in the purple lightning. All F2P players eliminated. Active players, 1,321. Live views, 3.1 million. 3.1 million. 3 million? Whoever wins this battle will have high points to spare. I can only imagine what Pepper's meme queen skill would... I can only imagine what Pepper's meme queen skill could do with that kind of an audience. I glance at the rift storm, knowing it's now or never. I spin the deck wheel and steer straight for the pale Leviathan. Fire! Fire! The Quacken and a score of Rift Elite ships let loose a barrage of thunder on the white whale. Most cannonballs bounce off its tough skin or detonate on the harpoons that cover it like porcupine quills. But some get through. Boom, boom, boom. They explode along the thing's side as it wails in pain. Still firing, the remaining ships close the distance, encircling it. Moby takes a giant breath. But this time the whale inflates like a balloon at a children's party. I watch the harpoons in its side quiver with anticipation. Oh no. Harpoon tang! Many sturdy seamen have tried to kill Moby Dick over the years. Many sturdy seamen have tried to kill Moby Dick over the years. You weren't the first, and you won't be the last. Moby Dick can take anything you throw at him and use it for revenge. Harpoons explode out of the whale's body like shrapnel from a grenade. 40 boats are ripped to pieces, shredded in the carnage. Several harpoons ricochet off the Quacken, but one sticks in its blue eye. A squeak shrieks through the hole as the Quacken starts losing air. Get no gap after that squeaks. I mean, crossfade them. She's thinking. Pepper shrieks. Big Ducky is shrinking. Big Ducky is sinking. We have to get to the whale. One of the trolls shoves me out of the way. All right. It's one of the trolls. We have to get to the whale. One of the trolls shoves me out of the way. He grabs the throttle and charges directly into Moby's flank, where the deflating duck pecks the whale's side with a sagging beak. Instantly, Moby turns. Dick slap! A A whole new meaning to the word. A whole new meaning to the term splash damage. Bye bye. Bye bye. I see the big white tail rise from the water. I have half a second to grab Pepper and dive overboard as the slap hits. The Quacken is smashed into a million pieces as the tail goes through it. The sheer force blows the critical trolls into orbit. I hit the water with Pepper in tow. We come up to watch the remains of the Quacken spray into the water around us. Oh no! Ducky! Ducky! Pepper squeaks. One last cosplay troll stands atop the Quacken's head as it sinks, his hand over his heart, delivering Ahab's final soliloquy. From hell's heart I stab at thee. For hate's sake, I spit my last and sinks beneath the waves. Team Critical Troll eliminated. Shit! How am I supposed to win without a team? The rift storm is so close I can smell the ozone, feel the crackle of the death magic inside. There's nothing else to do but keep fighting. As more Rift Elite ships come broadsides with Moby, I swim for it. Pepper is better in the water than me, and she holds me there like a little tugboat. I grab one of the harpoons and pull myself up onto the side of the whale. Sudden deathmatch! Sudden deathmatch! Final round! Any player who does not do significant damage to Moby Dick every 15 seconds will be sucked into the Rift Storm. Rift Elite boats that have been hanging back realize their error. They try to attack, but they're too far away to reach Moby in time, and the Rift Storm engulfs them in swirling tendrils of purple nightmare as their ships disintegrate in the darkness. Active players, 48. Live views, 4.3 million. I recognize some of the remaining boats. I was on one of them a few minutes ago. The Ampersand twins live stream the fight as they blast the whale with their rifles. Moby rears up and lands right on top of them. The twins scream as their boat is crushed under the Leviathan. I see the notification blink, marking their team eliminated. Not knowing what else to do, I climb the harpoons onto the whale's back. I smack at it with the kaboomerang. The explosions blow off some outer layers of blubber, but I'm only doing enough damage to stay in the game, not enough to kill it. There are only 2 ships left attacking. The rest of the armada is toast. On one of the boats, I see Anna S. shouting commands at her team. Several players blast at the white whale with cannons and laser rifles, accomplishing nothing. Pep! I scream, out of options. Do you have anything? Maybe we can make friends with him. Pepper grabs hold of the whale and hugs it. Hi, buddy. How are you feeling? I climb up the harpoons to Moby's head. Looking down, I see the mammoth tail come down on one of the boats and dick slap it into oblivion. Only Anna's team remains. They charge at the whale, and I hear a hurricane-strength rush of air rip by me. Moby is sucking air into his blowhole, getting ready for another frothy seaman attack. There's no way any of us can survive. Anna's boat is a smoking wreck. Half her team is dead. And I've got nothing to hide. And I've got nothing to hide behind. The whale is going to kill us all, and there's nothing I can do about it. The whale is going to kill us all, and there's nothing I can do about it. Unless. I swap my kaboomerang for another item in my inventory and run at the blowhole. Praying this works, I throw myself into the suction of air, land on my gut beside the blowhole, and slam down my new item. Butt plug! Butt plug! You plugged Moby's hole! Moby's blowhole is jammed shut as my sabot sinks into it like a wine cork. Interrupted mid-geyser, his entire body jerks like it's just been caught in the middle of a sneeze. His entire body jerks like he's just been caught in the middle of a sneeze. Anna and her team take advantage of the opening and blast an armory of weapons down its throat, killing it from the inside. Badge unlocked! John Stockton! You made a critical assist at a critical moment. No one will remember you, but at least you'll have this badge. No one will remember you, but at least you'll have this badge. My sabot isn't enough to contain the rage geyser. It pops and explodes into the air. I'm shot backwards as acid bubbles spray all over my body. Live views, 4.5 million. Live views, 4.5 million. I watch my flesh melt off as I fly through the air, my health dropping fast. 30%, 10%, 1%. You are dead. The world winks out and everything goes black. Bloop, bloop effect. I fall from the sky and land in the water. Empathy engine. You are eliminated. You did not encourage your Rift Elite team to victory. Your failure is the cause of their failure. Your failure is the cause of their failure. Please stand by for Living Legend status reassessment. Please stand by for Living Legend status reassessment. Close up the gap. Reputation -5. I can't move. Paralyzed, like I'm in the ice box. Paralyzed, like I'm in the ice box, but there's no pain. Just the slow realization that I lost. My Riftborn experience is done. From the sound of it, the empathy engine's about to kick me out permanently. Game over, man. Game over, man. Game over, man. Game over, man. Game over. Game over, man. Game over. Well, I tried to break those human asset shit heels, damn it. At least I did that much. Dave! Something speeds through the water toward me like a little black and white torpedo. Pepper's face pops out of the water with a smile. Oh, there you are! I thought you were dead. I think I am. I think I am. I think I am. I think I am. I flick my inventory, and suddenly we're back where we started. Inside Bodie McBoatface. It wobbles listlessly in the sea as I collapse in a pool of my own blood. No! Pepper cuddles against my chest. For once, I don't mind. Oh, you're fine. While the white whale recovers from its spasms, I watch Anna's team jam some gigantic device down Moby's throat. I realize it's an oxygen tank the size of a small boat. As Moby chews on it, Anna's team level their guns at the tank. Grin. Smile, you son of a bitch. Smile, you son of a bitch. The tank explodes like it's made of nitroglycerin. And Moby is sent to heaven in fishy chunks. Its head blows in two separate directions. Blood sprays in its head blows in two separate directions. Blood sprays into the sky as Moby Dick, the great white whale, sinks into the waves and disappears into the depths. Everything freezes, locked in place. As Anna's team cheers, woo! Error. As Anna's team cheers, everything freezes, locked in a tableau of the exploding whale. Time halts. Even the rift storm stops for a moment. World Deathmatch complete! World Deathmatch complete! Moby Dick goes down for the last time. Moby Dick goes down for the last time. Literature credit satisfied. Anna's team disappears and the world reanimates. I watch the rift storm collapse on us, destroying the world as it comes. The sun itself disappears into the storm. Purple tentacles rend the remains with savage ferocity. The death I've been dreading has come. The death I've been dreading has come. I'm not ready for it to be over. I want to die. I really don't. I really don't. I really don't. I really don't. I try to mutter a prayer, but I can't think of what to say. Mercifully, everything goes black. Everything goes black before the storm reaches me. World integrity, 0%. Rift storm coverage, 100. 100%. The world has been destroyed. The world has been destroyed. Silence. Well, so much for me. The voice of God echoes across the universe. Apparently, he's not done with me yet. Apparently, he's not done with me yet. Congratulations, Diamond Doublers! You are the victors of the World Deathmatch and have earned the unique Black Salt Corsairs Pirate Crown. For everyone else, thank you for playing Riftborn Black Salt Corsairs. Pardon our dust while we allocate your points, adjust the leaderboard, and stock the coin river with brand new items as we set the stage for Season 2. Be sure to purchase your Riftborn Season 2 Battle Pass for Rift Elite status, premium access, and discounts at KFC, T-Mobile, and discounts at KFC, T-Mobile, and Rage Nectar. Drink hard. Riftborn Reboot. Season 2. Live in 36 hours. Wait. Wait. I straightened in the bathtub. There's a Season 2? All right. That'll get us where we're going. Oh my gosh, people. Oh, wow. Hi, Chops. YD Ozark. When we involve others in spontaneous acts of kindness, we go from being strangers to becoming a united team, connected at a different level. So don't forget to leave a like, sub, and stay hydrated. Well, it's nice when you got people in your commentary telling people to like and sub. This is my spontaneous act of kindness. I don't know what that is, but you know what? YD Ozark, if you want to reach out to me, I will be happy to send you a free book because I agree with you. Random acts of kindness are the difference between a happy world and a crappy world. I'll skip all the political stuff. Julian at Bocor, bro. Brad, hey Brad, what flavor of tea tonight? Well, it's the lovely green tea. Brad Boland's one of my poker buddies and always brings gifts. Something I'm not good at. I bring wine when I'm invited so somebody's for dinner, but Brad always brings gift. He's a swell fella. Oh my gosh, Julian Bancor. No, shut up. You literally a funk. Something. What is going on? Hola Soydora. Well, hola. Sergio Leone does not begin now. All right, anybody who gets that joke gets $100 if they're not Brad Boland. Oh my gosh, that was great. Okay, I'm going to continue forward, but I'm not going to make you stick through it. I've done my responsibility of using you as my reason for showing up because genuinely don't want to do it. So on behalf of Pepper and myself, we'll see you.